Hey there, I hope this day finds you well. I'm going to do a swift decode on the Super Bowl. So I've been looking at the Rebis. The White Queen of Alchemy equals 43 in Chaldean. As you can see, the square and the triangle. So I looked a little bit further and I wanted to see what the 43rd day of the year is. And that happens to be February the 12th. Which leaves 322 days until the end of the year. And most of you will know what 322 represents. Okay, so we have the Super Bowl on Sunday, February 11. And the action will take place at the home of the Las Vegas Raiders at the Allegiant Stadium. Now, Las Vegas Raiders equals 43 in Chaldean. Look, it's the day before the 12th of February, Sunday and then Monday. In my time, it'll actually be, the Super Bowl will be held on the 12th because I'm a day ahead. But being that this year is a leap year, that does leave 323 days until the end of the year. Nonetheless, I still find it quite fascinating. And Las Vegas Strip also equals 43 in Chaldean. Okay, so another thing I found, which was interesting, is that Ouroboros equals 43 in Chaldean. But it also equals 138 in ordinal. Some other things I found was that equal 43 in Chaldean was occult ritual, and I think most people are pretty privy to the fact that the Super Bowl halftime events are occult rituals. And we have inoculation, 43, bow and arrow, and the others listed there, which I'm not going to mention. And also, the Super Bowl halftime show will be headed by Usher. Though this will mark the first time headlining the show, Usher did make an appearance alongside the Black Eyed Peas at the 2011 Super Bowl. And I'll tell you what, unfortunately I had to watch that just to have a look at it, and it was terrible. It was just a terrible, terrible performance. I don't get it, how people can listen to that crap. But anyway, so the Black Eyed Peas also equal 43 in Chaldean. Now it's quite common to have an usher at a wedding, who's primarily responsible for directing and seating guests at a wedding ceremony. And another person who is attending is going to be Reba McEntire. And Reba sounds like Rebis. Okay, so she is also the queen of country music and will be singing the Star Spangled Banner. And I don't know about you, but something about her appearance freaks me out. She kind of looks like a ventriloquist doll. So White King equals 43 and Red King equals 22. Swift on its own also equals 22 and T. Kels equals 22. So, and he also wears red. His colour is red. Another thing that is interesting, Travis Kelce's number being 87. If you're one of those people who likes to play bets and all this stuff, and I don't know anything about Super Bowl. I've never followed it, never been interested in it. But of course, the last couple of days I've been looking at it, and I believe there is a bet that you can make as to who will make the first touchdown. Well, 87 is Travis Kelce's number on his jersey, and first touchdown scorer equals 87 in Chaldean. So, hey, there's a chance, it's possible that he could make the first touchdown. And Taylor Allison Swift, her middle name being Allison, which made me think of Alice in Wonderland, and the Red Queen, which Square Peg mentioned in her video today. Well, there's also a White Queen. The White Queen first appears in the sequel to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland called Through the Looking Glass, and what Alice found there. And the White Queen is based on the chess piece and is looking for her daughter within the story. The White Queen is the foil and the enemy of the Red Queen. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, which is exactly 69 days after Travis Kelce was born. So 69 days between the days they were born, and 69 is half of 138, just to throw that in there. So Travis Kelce revealed that he had somebody playing Cupid on his behalf when speaking about his relationship with Taylor Swift, and he previously revealed that he invited Swift to attend one of his games, teasing that he threw the ball in her court after seeing her perform at Arrowhead Stadium during her Eras tour. So there's a lot of references to queens in here. There's reference to arrows, Cupid, and Taylor Swift herself is a Sagittarius. So, what I'm looking at here is the marriage of the Red King and White Queen in Alchemy. Perhaps we'll see a marriage proposal. Perhaps there'll be a moment within the Super Bowl halftime where, Kels will get on one knee and propose to Taylor Swift. It'll be all over every front page of every paper, you can only imagine. So to sum this up, the occult ritual taking place could very well be the alchemical marriage. The alchemically perfect being, a human entity called a Rebis, which is literally the marriage of opposing forces, including those described as male and female. And a Rebis is often represented by a male and female head on a single body, and that's where you have this Rebis. But a male head and a female head on a single body doesn't literally need to mean two heads, right? I mean, it could be, the fact that we have this thing going on now where people feel like they're in the wrong body, so they have two heads in a way. They have one that we can see, the way they were born, either as male or female, and the way their brain works, which is the opposite. So, in a sense, they are two people in one body, and there are people out there who question Taylor Swift, in that way. And so that's pretty much what I'm seeing here. And, maybe nothing like that will happen at all, but I thought I'd put it out there nonetheless. Okay, that's the end of it. Have a great day.